Hello guys, welcome back to my nursery. So as you can see, I'm just kind of showing you guys around a little bit once again. As you can see, I have kind of changed up my nursery a little bit. And I'm constantly doing that. As I said, I'm looking for new clothes to hang on this little boys hook over here, but for now that's what I put up there. But yeah, I kind of changed it. I put the two bouncy seats over here now, and then there's my chair, and that's basically the same. Pictures on the wall are the same. Crib is always in the same spot. I haven't moved the crib. That's like the only thing I haven't moved. And I got this room as my nursery since 2018, I want to say, or the end of 2017, I believe it was. So I've been in this room for at least 5 years with my nursery at this point, and I have changed it so many times, added stuff in, taken things out, moving stuff around, and I would say the only thing that pretty much stayed in its spot is my crib, and I think my chair has always been there. This is a different chair than I originally had, but basically that's where my chair normally stays, and I put the Mamaroos over here now. So now they aren't side by side. I kind of like them when they were over here because I could put them side by side, but then I kind of wanted to move them from near the door over here and just put them in the front of the room. But I'm kind of testing this out. I don't know if I'm going to leave it. But if you notice, what's missing out of the room is my changing table. So I had my crib and changing table together in my bedroom at first before I got this nursery. So normally my crib and changing table are always together. I never really like had them in different rooms. But last week I wanted to change this room, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to take my changing table out of here so it makes a little more space like this. And I needed my changing table actually back in my bedroom because I have a little nursery nook in my bedroom for my babies, for my silicone babies when they are in my room, which they are always in my room, my silicone dolls. I only bring them up in the nursery, as I said, when I'm up here or if I'm doing a video with them. My Reborn dolls, my vinyl Reborn stay up here, but my silicone babies do not. So I needed something for my silicone babies to be on in my bedroom, and where I can also use the changing table back there to change them. I can also use it to lay them on because it has 3 shelves. I can use it to store stuff on. So basically that's why I said I'm going to make the dresser now into the changing table on top. So that changed. So I still have my dresser here, but now I put my changing pad on top of the dresser because I really wasn't using the changing table to change my babies. If you guys notice, I mostly change my babies in the crib. So I'm going to try out the changing table though on the dresser just to see if I like changing them over here sometimes on this, since it's on this side of the room. Before, I didn't like changing the babies on the changing table because it was right there in front of the window. And as you can see how the sun comes in right there. So then I didn't want to change them there. It's like the sun throws off the camera lighting when you change them over there. So maybe it might be better over this side now. But anyway, I just wanted to briefly, quickly show you guys again my nursery and the change I have made. Just small changes, but I figured I'd change it. And I put these plastic drawers back in here. This is the tall one. And I moved the shorter one out of here that I originally had right here. I wanted something that was kind of the height of the dresser to put these things on. I thought it looked better than the shorter dressers I had right there. So now all my disposable diapers, except for that one pack, all of them are in my room on the changing table still at the bottom. So I did leave those there, but I'm thinking of changing that spot too. I don't know. But anywho, that is not really what the video was about, but it became just a slight nursery tour. But I have right here is Grayson Gale. He's my Gabby Gale boy that I painted and rooted, and then tried out also doing some painted hair combo with rooted hair. So that is Grayson in this mama root, and he needs to get changed. The sun is shining on him. So he's kind of this color, but it to me making him look lighter than what he is. So that's Grayson. Then over here, it's making her look darker with the way the sun is, or lighter. I can't even tell. But anywho, this is Naya Grace, and she's my Awake Gabby Gale girl. And I did not paint her. She was painted by artist. Can I think of the artist's name right now? I cannot. Oh, Gladys Aguilar is her artist. So yes, that's my little Naya. So those are my Gabby Gale twins, and they are still in their same outfits. They need to get changed so badly. And then over here in the crib are two babies that I also painted and rooted. This little guy is somewhat rooted. He's not done. I will eventually finish rooting him. But we have my Miracle here. Miracle by Laura Lee Eagles, painted and rooted by me. And she is Miracle Noel, my sweet, beautiful little girl. And then we have Levi by Bonnie Brown, painted and rooted by me. And I kept his name Levi, and he's Levi Micah. So they are going to be the two babies that I changed today. I was going to try to change all of my Vinyl Reborns, but then I changed my mind on that, because then I wanted to talk in this video. And when I try to talk and change, sometimes it throws me off from what I'm talking about. So I figured I'll just change two of them, not four. 1 second, I'll be right back, guys. So right now I have a total of just 4 Vinyl Reborns in my collection. 3 of them are painted and rooted by me, and 1 is, as I said, by Gladys Aguilar. And that is all of my Reborns. I am presently painting 2 Reborns, my Laura, and another Aspen by Clear Taylor. So those are the 2 Reborns I'm painting. I know Laura is mine to keep, but I'm not sure about Aspen. And in light of recent events, that could change, where maybe I'll just keep Aspen as well. And that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. I'm going to just move him for a moment while I change her first. So welcome to my nursery. Before I go any further, let me say that if you are new, welcome. And if you are already subscribed, thank you for returning and coming back for another video today. I hope everyone is having a nice Sunday. So, okay, we're going to be changing Little Miracle here first. And I just love her. Like, I love seeing this baby, like her whole belly plate and everything. And I like her with minimal clothes. But today I'm going to actually put her in a long romper. And I don't think since I had her, I really covered her. Most of the summer, she's been in like a romper or something where I could see her little legs and all of that. So for the first time, I'm going to put her in this long footless romper, pretty floral bamboo romper. And it has the ruffle going all the way down the snaps. And this one is by Posh Peanut. And I find that I love their bamboo rompers the most because theirs and Little Miss Dessa, because this is so stretchy, the material. Because I have found some of these bamboo rompers from some places, they don't stretch enough, and they are so hard to get the baby's hands and stuff in the sleeves. Like the sleeves don't open enough at the bottom. Um, like these are really stretchy where you can get their hands in there. Some of them are so tight you can't even get the baby's hands through it. It's ridiculous. So I love the Little Miss Dessa bamboo material with their little PJs and their snuggle sets and their gowns, and Posh Peanut. Those are my two favorites. So she's gonna get one of my favorite diapers, Pampers Pure, size 1. I usually put on her. And I love her belly plate so much that I don't really take it off very much. I've pretty much kept it on her since I painted her. I might have taken it off once just to cuddle her, and I didn't want it on. But pretty much I leave it on her. I just love the way it looks. And this baby, when did I paint her? Like back near Christmas. So I got her for Christmas, the kit. And I finished painting her like that January after Christmas. So, what I came on to talk about, guys. Such sad, confusing news at the moment. I'm sad and I'm also very confused. Sad news for us in the Dolly community, the Reborn community, with our Reborn dolls especially. Going forward, what does this all mean for us with our Reborn dolls, guys? Have you heard, which I'm sure many of you have, but some of you may have not? I heard the news yesterday, I think, or was it the day before? Well, our Genesis heat set paints are no longer. It has ended for our Genesis heat set paints. Like, I'm so devastated. I mean, I'm so confused. I'm so sad. I'm lost. I don't know what's going to happen now. What is going to happen? Oh my gosh. Can you guys believe it? Our Genesis heat set paints are gone, done, no more being made for good. The announcement, I think it was yesterday, the announcement came from the company. They're discontinuing the whole line of Genesis heat set paints. Like, what? What is happening? Like, what happened? And you know how things that we have and we get used to and we think they're always going to be there, is always going to be around for us to buy and use or whatever. You just don't expect like a company to just discontinue something when they do that. And it's so vital in our community for our reborning of our dolls. Like, I can't believe it. I don't even know, like, what am I doing from this point? And I paint my own dolls for myself primarily. And it definitely saves me money when I do that. Buy the kit and just paint it for myself. And that's why I started learning how to paint for myself, which I recently spoke on this a few days ago in a video. And it definitely saves me from buying from artists where the doll is all completed and reborn. It's so expensive. It has always been expensive, but now even more, the reborn dolls have went up in price. So it definitely saves me when I can just buy my kit and paint it when I'm ready to paint it. I paint my own kits. And then I also sometimes paint, as you guys know, and I'll sell. And that brings in a little extra money as well. So now I'm like, okay, what am I doing now? And I don't even paint that much, okay? I don't even paint a whole lot of dolls, but I do paint from time to time. So I don't know, like, what the heck. And I have a lot of paints, like, from when I first started painting. I used to just buy the paints and just, even if I didn't need it, if it was a new color I wanted to add into my colors, or if it's colors I use a lot, and if I would see it at a good price or something, I'd just buy it. So I still have quite a bit of paints left because they last a long time too. That's the good thing with the heat set paints, the Genesis. They're so concentrated, you don't have to use a whole lot of them to get the color, so they really last a long time. But like, how long is it gonna last at this point now when you think about, okay, they not making it no more? And I knew from, since the pandemic, they hadn't been putting out any new paints in a while anyway, because they couldn't get the products, the materials they needed. So they had not really been putting out anything. And the prices had went up so much for like people who were selling the products and the paints and stuff and the matte varnish and all of that stuff. The prices really had skyrocketed. And I was saying to myself, I need to buy some extra of these when I see them, and especially like the matte varnish and the products you use to seal the paints was the most hardest to find. And when you would find it, like I find it, is so high for the teeniest little bit of it. And I said I was gonna buy some, and like every time I see it, and just like kind of try to stock some up, and I didn't. I never did really buy any extra of that, and I'm so sad I didn't, because now I was looking in the past couple of days online. Oh my gosh. The prices, if you do find any, the prices are outrageous. I did find one big 4-ounce jar of finish, of varnish, and that stuff was so, like, I can't believe how much I paid for it, but I bought it. I wanted to cry. That's how much it that's how much it cost me, but I needed it. And it was a big 4-ounce jar. And I was like, I better just go ahead and get this while I can get it. Because I'm pretty sure soon there's going to be none that you can find. And if you do, the prices are going to just get higher and higher. So yes, I found that, and I got that because I had been meant to order it because I know I was running out, and I'm painting, like I said, Laura and Aspen. So I knew that I needed some more finish and sealant, and so I did find some. And I don't have a lot of kits stored up. I never really restocked my kits. Before, I used to have tons of kits unpainted, just waiting for me to paint them. I only have one other kit that's not painted, and that's my Knox by Laura Lee Eagles. And I don't have any more kits. If I buy any more kits, I actually have to buy vinyl Reborn kits to paint. And there's a few of them that I do want, but now I'm like, even though I have paints to paint them, I don't have much varnish. Like the one I bought yesterday is probably going to, hopefully is going to be enough for me to finish the Aspen and the Laura that I'm working on. And I hope I could find some more, but that's all I have. And I don't even know if it's enough for the Knox if I paint him. So I'm like, man, if I paint the dolls, what am I going to varnish them with? What am I going to like seal the paint with? What am I going to use? This is crazy. So I'm like in shock right now. I'm sad. I don't know what am I doing from here. And you can use other paints for these dolls to paint them. You don't only have to use the heat set paints, but that's what I learned how to use. I self-taught myself to use them. I pretty much know what colors I like to mix together to get my skin tones and all of that already. And it takes so long to learn, the colors you want to mix and all of that stuff. So to use a different paint now, like say the air dry paints, if I want to try that out, I'm going to have to relearn how to paint basically, because that's a whole different kind of paint. I don't know what to mix together. I'm going to be experimenting all over again, like when I started painting with the Genesis heat set paints. When you first learning, you're experimenting with mixing the colors and learning what colors go and what colors work, and if the skin tone comes out how you like it. And I started learning, teaching myself how to paint vinyl reborns back in 2017, August of 2017. So it's been 5 years. Last month was 5 years. 5 years. And I'm just getting okay with it, pretty good at painting, and I'm liking the skin tones I come out with. And now I have to go learn some new paints and like start over. I'm like, is this for real? I can't even believe it. But anyway, okay, so she fits this. This is a 0 to 3 months. Perfect fit on her. I'm not going to put no socks because I like her feet. And I don't even know what to think. And that's the thing. There's other paints you can use, but man, you have to pretty much start all over with learning them. That flower is kind of light. So I don't know if the pink one is better. It's not really pink. It's like mauve color or blush color, this little flower. So yes, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I did share it yesterday when I first heard it on, I put up the post, I reshared it on my Facebook page and my Instagram page. So I figured I would come back today and just do a little video, share it on video, what's going on in our community. And it's devastating for all of us because it's going to affect all of us, whether we paint, we're artists, or if we're just collectors. How can you collect if you don't have artists to paint your dolls for you, or they're not painting anymore? Because some artists may just stop painting altogether because maybe they don't want to learn how to use a whole new kind of paint. You know, they may just not paint anymore. Once they run out of their supplies, they may just not continue. And then some of us may try to continue and try to learn how to use something else, but it may not come out great at first because it's like you're learning all over again. You're starting over. So that is Little Miss Miracle in her outfit. Now I'm going to move her, and this is how she looks when you give her a pacifier. Without the passy, she looked like she's scared, she's startled, or she's about to wake up from her sleep. When you give her a passy, it kind of makes her look a little more relaxed. So that is her. And the back of her little tushy. She's so well weighted the way I weighted her. She feels so good when you hold her. So now I'm going to just move her and get him. I just love her. When I look at her little face, when I pick her up, she just looks so newborn. All right, let me get little Levi here so he can get changed. I haven't changed my poor babies. My vinyl reborns don't get changed as much as my silicone babies. So it's like every now and then they get a change. But today I definitely wanted to interact with them, at least change 2 of them and share them on a video. Because this could be the end of Genesis heat set for our vinyl reborn babies. I can't believe it. And I love how they come out with the Genesis. I love how it looks when I paint with that paint. The babies, they look like skin, you know, they look so realistic. So I don't know how it's going to look if I paint with some other kind of paint. I have no idea. I don't know if the other paints look the same in person like the Genesis. Because he just looks like skin. Miracle I just had on here, you know, she looks like skin. He's getting the same Pampers Pure diaper. It says love more on here. I love how soft these diapers are and that they are pretty much like all white with light colors on them. That's what I like about them. But yes, you guys, I had to come look at my reborn dolls today. Take a look at them. You know, and I'm so happy I do have a little stockpile of paints to use still. So the dolls that I am painting, I do have enough to finish them. Or if I want to buy any more kits and paint, I have enough paint, but I don't have a lot of the varnish to finish. And it's not going to look good if you go paint a doll and it's all shiny. You don't have no varnish to put on it when you finish. That's not going to look good. So I'm kind of nervous. And that's my little boy up close. All right, so he's just getting this romper, long romper as well, with the feet out. And this one is that oatmeal color. I love this color. And this has them little, what are these, brown pine cones on it. And this one is Modern Moment by Gerber, I think it is. And they are organic cotton, these. And I love these little rompers. So he's going to just put this on. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling right now. It's definitely bothering me though. I don't know about you guys. Because the Reborns are more affordable, of course, than silicone dolls for us. Even if an artist paints it for you, they're expensive, but they still come out more affordable than the silicone dolls. When you can't always get a silicone baby, the vinyl Reborns are always there for us. And it's so many different vinyl Reborn faces and, you know, kits and sculpts always coming out with the vinyl Reborns. But now, how the heck you gonna paint it? You know what I'm saying? If the artist, you want an artist to paint it for you, how she gonna paint it? Or he with no paint? If you got paint, you got no varnish. That ain't gonna work. That is not gonna work. And like I said, even if you paint with some other kind of paints, you don't know if it's gonna look the same like the finished product. Is it gonna look the same as the Genesis does? You don't know how it's gonna really look. So this is a little newborn outfit I put on him because he's a little tiny boy. That's his little tushy. I try to wait my babies to have a little tushy. And I need to finish rooting this baby so bad. I still might finish rooting my Abigail boy too, even though I kind of did that combo hair with him with the painted hair and the rooted hair. I'm thinking eventually when I have time, I want to finish rooting this baby and my Abigail boy. But yeah, so anyway, guys, that's what I came to just share, just in case any of you weren't aware of what's happening with Genesis Heat Sets paints being no longer. And I know a lot of people do use the air dry, but like I said, I don't know how to, how do the dolls look when they are painted with air dry paint? Does it look the same as the Genesis paints when you're done, or does it look a little bit different? I don't know. Will I like it? Can I learn how to mix the colors and all of that? Oh my gosh. So that's how he looks with his little passy. And that pacifier is my favorite for him. The Nook. Making sure my camera didn't cut off. So that is all I wanted to do. Show you guys around my little nursery that I've been working on in the past couple of days, and I'm still not done. Then, like I said, I put the changing table in my bedroom because I'm expecting my new baby. So I was trying to make like space for the dolls I already have in my bedroom, my silicones, and also for my baby that's coming, because I like my babies to have like their own little spaces even in my bedroom and as well as up here in the nursery. So I decided to just change it up a little bit and see how I like it. See if I like my changing table in my room. And I actually do like it in my room. I think I would use it more in my room than I was using it up here. Because up here I wasn't really using the changing table at all. It was just up here taking up space. And now I kind of like the changing table on top of the dresser. Because I was actually thinking of buying a dresser like that where you can put the changing table on top. But I just made a makeshift one with the dresser I already have. And I just put the little changing pad on top of it. So that is my babies, which I like their lips. So most of the time I don't leave them with pacifiers. That's them, guys. So tell me what you guys think of all of this now with us losing our Genesis heat set paints. What are you guys going to do? What are we going to do, y'all? We going to just transition to air dry paints or what? All of us. But anyway, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And I forgot to say subscribe. I don't think I said none of that. That's how off my thinking is right now. But please subscribe, and thanks if you stayed all the way to the end.